Cryptids as demons. Why? Why not? Just thought it would be a cool idea. Sometimes called the Sasquatch. Its haunting grounds include most of the American forests. It had been encountered across all of the United States. Reminder, make certain before reporting the encounter. We have sent way too many people ready to deal with a Wendigo to a Bigfoot encounter and vice versa. Just because it has antlers does not make it a Wendigo. If it looks like an ape and you are in North America, you report Bigfoot. I don't care if it has antlers. This beast usually preys on hikers. It roars behind them, and as hikers starts running, it starts running after, getting closer and closer, until it gets close enough to grab the hiker. It often will just run after, step behind, breathing onto the back of victim's neck, and after some time it will grab them. If it's close, it will rip the hiker to pieces and devour them. No one is truly certain of the origin of this demon. It's most likely that it comes from the part of how it looks like a never-ending forest, but none are truly certain which of the demon lords made this monstrosity. With Leviathans of the oceanic part of Hell, we vaguely know they have the same creator. With those, neither of the four seem to have the same creator, they just share the part of Hell they inhabit. I think this one is my personal favorite of all in this episode. I like how the fur looks. I don't even remember why I gave it antlers. I just thought it'd be a cool idea. If anyone wonders what the hell are the demon Leviathans, it's from the Subnautica Leviathans as demons video. I will link it in the description. Name literally means goat sucker. Basically a vampire that looks like a bipedal mix of a dog with a lizard. It can bite pretty hard, it usually preys on animals but will absolutely attack a human that gets too close. If you get bitten, but survive, it will follow you to the end of the earth, unless you send it to hell. So if you get bitten, make sure to kill the physical form of that bastard. It has been seen throughout most of the Latin America and in the southern US. We also seen it on the Caribbeans. Bites of Chupacabra are quite easy to recognize. Two deep marks where its canines entered to suck blood, and a bunch of shallower but equally sharp teeth. Basically, if it looks like someone was bitten by a rabid dog and a vampire at the same time, it's Chupacabra. Make sure you're dealing with the original though, because if it bites the dog mutates into a smaller version of it. Avoid killing those. When Chupacabra's physical form gets destroyed, the dogs lose the mutation and are back to normal. It has glowing red eyes, but so does a lot of demons, and so that's nothing to go off of if you are determining what are you up against. When hunting humans instead of animals, it usually does the job quickly by lunging and biting the victim until they are dead. This one was the fun one to design. I don't really like the pose, but other than that, I like it. Chupacabra is basically this mix of a hairless dog with lizard and sometimes it's an alien, so it was a lot to pick from. It got like those alien big black eyes, it got the scales on the neck, it got like... I tried making the head look a bit like a mix of a lizard with a dog. I do not think it worked. It looks still like a lizard mostly. However, feet works as doggish because they have those little claws and that different color. Mothman of Point Pleasant. It loves Point Pleasant, like that's basically its only hunting ground. And is good at it. Its main lair is the TNT area, but since the area stretches thousands of acres, finding that bastard intel is a Sisyphean task. It's fast, it can fly at the speed of a car, it has glowing red eyes and a proboscis that can bite into the flesh and inject poison. It has sharp claws and a body that blends into the knives. Do not look at the wings, it has eye patterns on those. If you look at them for too long, you're gonna get hypnotized and your body will willingly let itself be devoured by it. Antennae on its head are used for hearing. Be careful, it can pick up the faintest sounds from tens of meters, and remember to not misidentify it. If one finds presence of the area, yeah, it's Mothman. If not, then that's a 99% chance not more. Since it being outside of the general law of presence is super rare. But when present, you assume that if a demon has a glowing red eyes, it's Mothman. It also has a sonic screech so powerful that it at least once shattered glass, so if you're facing Mothman, put on ear protection. It hunts in so many ways, it's hard to go over all of them, but I'll try. Sometimes just swoop overhead a hiker with a screech and chase them and kill them. It does so with cars often too. First report of Mothman was such an attack on the car. It uses eye patterns a lot. Sonic screeches can knock the victim out. Caution advised. This one was what sparked the whole idea, because I just thought drawing Mothman looks just demonic enough that it would be cool to draw Mothman as a demon. Where the eyes on the wings were like one of the first things I thought of. Proboscis, so the pipe thing was also a moths have it, so I decided why not. I'm fairly certain this somehow does not work. Perspective does not work like that, but I don't know, maybe. One of the few cryptids which were correctly classified as demonic. This bastard can be found all over New Jersey. It vocalizes like a crying infant, the bite force of a hydraulic press, flies at high speed, and its hooves can kill hard enough to dent steel. One of the worst creatures in the forest part of hell. Dealing with it is a headache, a big one. It hunts by mimicking a crying infant, which draws people to it, and once they get close enough to see what it is, they're as good as dead. Sometimes the creature will make them live for a couple minutes just to torment the victim. We still have this bastard's head on the wall in the meeting room like those deer trophies. It of course came back after the death with new body, but no one bothered to remove the trophy and it looks cool. Identifying it is pretty simple. If it flies, has glowing red eyes, and you happen to be in New Jersey, you report the Jersey Devil. Agents, remember to be careful. As I said, its hooves can then steal, so if you get hit in get a hit to the head, it's likely that you'll die, be concussed, or get a brain damage. This one was the fun one to draw. Again, I feel like perspective does not work like how it's drawn on this guy, but I love the design. I love the shading on the wings. I am a bit proud of it. Like, eyes actually look like something that glows in the dark. At least I think they do. I don't know, maybe they don't, maybe they do, I don't know, maybe. And that would be it for today. Goodbye!